Hey, Shalom, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Call Halayim, Yahweh, wa Yahushai. Double honors to the elders, a great millstone, much love and respect to you brothers out there doing the work in sincerity and truth. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Wahabrakak Wadash, Barakatam, Akim. Alright, I'm just coming back with another video this morning, or this afternoon, Salakia. And just want to jump into 2 Corinthians 11, 1 through 3. Just basically going to touch into this word jealousy, all right, and coming from a brother that's in the truth, all right, that was taught under our elders, or my elders, GMS, Elder Tahar Gabar, Elder Arayam Lab, all right, through the spirit of Yahweh Shai. Just going to touch into this word jealousy, all right, and just basically show how us brothers that are in this truth, we have to have a godly jealousy over the body of Yahweh Shai, all right, the flock, you know. And I'm going to explain that why, because brothers brothers have to take care of one another, you know, and it's not just monetarily, or any tangible things. It could be them pulling them out of the fire, so to speak, from going a different way, you know, going down a different path. You see your brother falling and going towards a different area, a different path than what he's supposed to, then what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to bring him over here. You know what I'm saying? Just like that example when Paul rebuked Peter to his face because he was dissimulated himself as a Gentile. You know, that was brotherly love. That's what love is. Open rebuke is better than secret love. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to jump into the scripture, these scriptures right here, and just tap into that word jealousy. So it says here, 2 Corinthians 11 and 1. Would to the Most High you could bear with me a little in my folly, and indeed bear with me. All right, because Paul, he was on a whole different level when it concerned the ministry of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai regarding his lot. All right, and a lot of people misunderstood him. A lot of people rejected him. You know, they didn't understand what the things that he was speaking and talking about. You know, it's in I believe it's in the book of Peter's. It said many of his writings are hard to be understood, and a lot of people that are unlearned wrestle with them. You know, they don't quite understand. So it says that, like you said right here, 2 Corinthians 11 and 1. Would to the Most High you could bear with me a little in my folly, and indeed bear with me. You know, bear with me, man. You know what I'm saying? Listen to what I really got to say. Listen to what Paul has to say. You know, and everything Paul said, he was conveying it through the Spirit, man. These were inspired words by Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. All right, the creator of heaven and earth. All right, the power of Yasha Allah. You know, Israel. It says, verse 2, for I am jealous over you with a godly jealousy, for I have espoused you to one husband, that I may present you as a chaste virgin to Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. So Paul was jealous over his fellow Akim, his fellow brothers, man. All right, with godly jealousy, meaning that he was a shepherd over their souls, man. If he saw something and heard something and he did not nothing about it, their blood would be upon his hands, man. You see what I'm saying? It says, for I am jealous over you with godly jealousy, for I have espoused you to one husband, that I may present you as a chaste virgin to Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. So Paul was responsible for certain brothers that are coming into the truth. Okay, there's certain brothers that are over me that have the obligation to correct me. You know, that have the obligation to see that I'm all right, that I'm doing okay, that watch my videos and make sure that I'm not slipping. Because if I'm slipping, a brother corrects me, that's going to be very much appreciated. You know? So Paul had a had a zeal, and that's what that word jealousy goes into. Now you look at it towards the world standards, it goes into a negative sense with envy and hatred and things of that nature. All right, or not wanting to see somebody come up. That's not the case here, man. All right, you're going off in that. All right, it says, "For I am jealous over you with a godly jealousy. For I have espoused you to one husband, that I may present you as a chaste virgin to Yahushua." So I'm gonna go into these words before I go any further. All right, jealous. All right, here in the outline of biblical usage, it says to burn with zeal. All right, and I'm gonna read the ones that the world standard, by the world standards, they use this word in the negative sense. They don't ever use it in the positive sense. So I'm gonna read a few of those and jump to the main points. It says outline of biblical usage: to burn with zeal, to be heated or to boil with envy, hatred, anger. All right, which go hand in hand, because Paul, when he saw that, that's exactly what he felt. When he saw his brothers going a different way, when he heard of brothers not getting along, or brothers not going according to the doctrine, because he said many times, am I going to come to you with love or a meek spirit or a rod? So that was up to you. You see what I'm saying? So right here, when the Roman numeral 1, it says, in a good sense, to be zealous and to pursuit of good. All right, so in the context of this, where Paul is using it, he's using it in a good sense. Us brothers in the truth, we use it in a good sense. Now you got brothers out there that do use it, that do have a form of jealousy, that have a form of hatred and envy. They see a brother blowing up, they see a brother increasing in faith, in knowledge. All right, he's increased with more strength, more a humble spirit, a meek spirit, more fruit. You know what I'm saying? It says B, to desire earnestly, pursue. To desire one earnestly, to strive after, busy oneself about him. To exert oneself for one, that he may not be torn from me. To be the object of the zeal of others, to be zealously sought after, to envy. Okay, but here in the sense, Paul it was in a good sense, because he had the responsibility over the certain brothers that he was going to these churches, and for example, this one was in the church of Corinth. All right, and if you read the 1st, 2nd Corinthians, there was a lot of stubborn individuals there, man. All right, there was a lot of things going on within that church. But right here, Strong's definition: to have warmth of feeling for or against. You see, affect, covet, earnestly have, desire, move with envy, be jealous over, be zealous, zealously affect. Okay, so now that we have an understanding on what that word jealous is here, to me, it don't sound like Paul is feminine. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're saying Paul is feminine, you know what I'm saying? Then hey, that's your own dome telling you those lies, man. Because us brothers, I can't speak for all brothers, but I speak for myself. I ain't coming in that spirit, man. All right. It says, for I am jealous over you with a godly jealousy, for I have espoused you to one husband, that I may present you as a chaste virgin. So let's look up that word chaste. All right. Because brothers, we want to see everybody saved. Not everybody, but the elect. So you could potentially be the elect, and if I could potentially be the elect. So it's about building each other up. You see what I'm saying? So it's the outline of biblical usage. All right, for chaste, exciting reverence, venerable. I believe that's the way you pronounce that. Sacred, pure from carnality, chaste, modest, pure from every fault, immaculate, clean, All right. So Paul was responsible for the body, man, of doing his part, presenting it, presenting the body as a holy and acceptable sacrifice, pure from carnality, meaning from that old man, pride and arrogance, a hot shot, this, that, and the third. So we're supposed to be modest, man. And look up the word modest. All right. It's to unassuming or moderate in the estimation of one's abilities or achievements. He was a very modest man, refusing to take any credit for the enterprise. You see? Relatively moderate, limited, or small. Drank modest amounts of alcohol. All right, so that's what the word modest means, man. You go to verse number 3, dressing or behaving so as to avoid an propriety or indecency, especially to avoid attracting sexual attention. So to be modest, man. To be clean, to be without fault. So Paul was responsible for these men, women, children, whatever, etc. Keeping them from evil. Like I said, read 1st and 2nd Corinthians, and you'll understand the severity of what was going on there, man. All right, but he was jealous over them with a godly jealousy. Okay, verse 3, it says, "But I fear, lest by any means, as the serpent beguiled Eve through his subtlety, so your mind should be corrupted from the simplicity that is in Yahawashi HaMashiach." You see, and you got a lot of brothers, or not brothers anymore, that have fell victim to the serpent that had beguiled them, man, as he done Eve. All right, through the simplicity. And now they're not part of the truth, man. They're doing all types of wickedness. You may still have some of them that are preaching, but they're not following the law, statutes, and commandments. And as time progresses, you see it more and more as they digress from the truth, man. So Paul had a fear. He had a godly jealousy, man. But at least by any means, as the serpent beguiled Eve through his subtlety, so your minds should be corrupted from the simplicity that is in Yahawashi Mashiach. All right. So Paul had a zeal. He was zealous for the truth. He was zealous for his fruit that he saw coming up. Okay. And there's many brothers that have learned from watching my videos, that were inspired from watching my videos. So I'm responsible for those brothers. Even though I don't see them face to face, I'm still making these epistles for those individual men, for the body, for the elect. Even if I didn't bring them in, I'm still responsible for brothers. We're all responsible. We all have to be held accountable. All right. This ain't just no one-man team, okay, or two-man team. This is a body, okay. This is a body of Yahweh B'Shem Yahawashi and the elect. There's brothers and sisters and children that depend on hearing these epistles, man. That depend on seeing these videos, to be edified, to be warned, to hear the terror of the Lord. All right, to receive admonishment, rebuke, and to acknowledge that, man, whether they've done it or not. Either way, they're gonna humble themselves. That's what it's about. Now, if you can't humble yourself, then guess what? That's where the devil has come in and crept in, with his subtlety, and corrupted, as Eve was corrupted, man. So that's why Paul said, "I was jealous over you with a godly jealousy." Receive correction, man. All right, receive correction. So, I'm gonna go from here to the word jealousy. I already had it lined up. All right, jealous. It says, fearful of or wearing of one losing one's position or situation to someone else, especially in sexual relationship. All right. Envious or resentful of the good fortune of achievements of another. All right. Which that's how the world standards always use this word. All right. Loosely upon everybody. Not everybody is jealous, man. You know what I'm saying? Not like this. You know, especially regarding this, the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and the sealing up the elect. All right. It's a beautiful thing, like the scriptures say, over one sinner, the angels in heaven rejoice. You know, if hundreds of brothers on earth are rejoicing, you know, how much more in heaven, man? You see what I'm saying? So it's a beautiful thing to see brothers waking up, to see brothers standing up, you know, bold as a lion, man. In all tribes. You got the brother over there in Peru doing his thing. You got the brother in Costa Rica doing his thing. You got brothers in Mexico, they're doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? You got the brothers in South America, all right, in Guyana, they're doing their thing, man. You know? You got the brothers in the Bahamas and Jamaica, they're doing their things, man. You know? And a lot of the brothers that I mentioned, they're one or two man camps. You know? And that's a beautiful thing, because I know that this thing is real, man. All right? And I'm not the only one out there alone. All right? Which I'm not really alone, because the Spirit of Yahushua is with me, man. All right? It says, this is the main points in that context that Paul used the word jealousy. It says, in verse 4, it says, or number 4, vigilant and guarding something. We're jealous of our good name. So he was vigilant, man. He was vigilant in guarding something. What was he guarding? The brothers that he was that were under him in these different churches that he was preaching out throughout Asia Minor, man. All right, verse 5. This is a beautiful point, because you damn right, man. If somebody's going off, I'm gonna speak up on it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make it known. It says intolerant or of disloyalty or infidelity, autocratic, a jealous God. All right. Then you look right here. I'm gonna jump back over there. It says from the vulgar Latin, zealous. So that's what the word jealous truly means, to be zealous. All right, to be on fire. All right, which you can be in the negative sense or the positive sense. All right. So in verse 5 it says intolerant, disloyalty, or infidelity. Okay. So Paul, when he saw these things, that's exactly what he was, man. When he saw disloyalty, or the different not the different, but if he saw the indicators of disloyalty or infidelity, he was heated, man. You know what I'm saying? He was zealous for this thing, man. You know? So that's what the word jealousy means regarding here in 2 Corinthians 11 verse 2. Okay? So jealousy doesn't always have to go back to being a female or feminine, man. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? That's being a little off, man. You know what I'm saying? So Paul, as I said, he was responsible for these individual people, man. If not, their blood would be upon their own hands. You know what I'm saying? So it's easy to assume certain things and etc. But as brothers, or for me, I'm set up to defend the gospel and set up to defend and protect certain brothers and flocks, especially the younger brothers that have no idea, man. They're here with us, starting with Elder Tahar. He's the one that came out of the original school of One West and has continued pushing his doctrine. All right, and the Passover is regarding by the lunar or the moon, man. Okay, and that's something that all of us brothers that have GMS upon our YouTube channel, that's what we follow. And there's brothers out there, we're gonna correct it. And if not, you don't receive correction, so be it. You know what I'm saying? Lord willing, you'll repent. Lord willing, you'll get on board. You know what I'm saying? It's not about making your own doctrine. This is about the doctrine of Yahweh Shai. And according to scriptures, the Sabbath is regarding the moon. All right, and the new moon is not the full moon. All right, I already told you that once before, and you turned it away. All right, I came to you as a brother. I came to you more than once. You know what I'm saying? And every single time you bucked up, you had your own little opinions, your own sayings, and your own revelations. Hey man, that's on you, man. Don't blame me for whatever things that you're suffering, you're going through, man. Because you know, or whatever it is that you feel on a certain level that you should be at, you know what I'm saying? That's not on me, man. I'm just here doing the work, just doing whatever the Lord Yahweh Shai has commanded me to do, and that's what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? So, like the scriptures say, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling, and hope. You know, be a prisoner of hope, man. That's all you can do. You know what I'm saying? So, I just wanted to bring this out just to prove exactly what that word jealousy means in the sense of when dealing with brothers in Akim, you know, regarding videos and this, that, and third. You know what I'm saying? Like, this has nothing to do with the world, man. This is about the body of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, this ain't no game to me. Okay, so hey, hopefully you're edified. Hopefully you'll take into consideration and what I have to say. You know what I'm saying? Coming as humble as I can. You know, so hey, may the Lord continue to increase, to continue to work on you. You know what I'm saying? To open you up. You know what I'm saying? To whatever it is that you need to be opened up to, man. Because we're coming into